Hi. How are you?
Fine, and you? My name is Alfonso. I'm a guide tour. We're going to visit interesting places of Maputo. Please. Hi.
Come, Natasha. So the next morning we were woken up at the crack of dawn, 9 o'clock, and come down and then have a journey with Pedro/Alfonso. Well, first what we did on the tour was we drove through like Maputo. So we drove through the sandton of Maputo, which is Polana. We saw Graça Machel Mandela's house.
This house belonged to Graça Machel
Yes,
as the Minister of
okay,
Education
so it was her
in
house.
19th years.
Okay.
Then when they got married,
Yeah.
the house became theirs. And Nelson Mandela used to come a lot here.
Doing the city tour was a wonderful experience. It was an eye-opener because you know that this country has had civil war, it's war ravaged. There's what it looks like there's quite a lot of poverty and devastation here, but you can also see that there's a lot of infrastructure, regrowth, rebuilding, a lot of beautiful buildings going up.
It was very interesting going on this tour, and Alfonso was amazing and he taught us so much. So I didn't know a lot about the history of Mozambique or Maputo, and you realize that they've gone through a lot, and where they are now is a really beautiful place, I think. And going to the fortress was very educational for me.
This fortress has been here since 1721, and it was created in order to protect the Portuguese business.
It's also mind-blowing to see these cannons and to know that, you know, there were people back there chucking it in the things and shooting people and ships and stuff. It's just crazy to think that war was such a common thing and how much the country's actually gone through. It's very rich with history and it's obviously still very relevant to them today.
This room is called Room of Ngubunyan, and this is the coffin of Ngubunyan.
Portuguese people look so different back in the day to what they look like now. Like they were showing us these statues and pictures. They look like blue-eyed, blonde-haired people. And now these Portuguese people are like tanned and dark-haired and like goddesses. Not that they weren't goddesses and gods back then, but they look sexy now.
The Museum of Natural History. It's all about our reserves of the species that we have in our country, the animals and all sorts of things. But the most important that we have in the Museum of Natural History is the collections of the fetus of elephants from the first month until 20th month. So they are real fetus actually.
One of the freakiest things for me was when we went to the Natural Museum and we saw the elephant fetuses. It's just really concerning and it was kind of scary and shocking to actually see these.
Chozo, this is really intense. So this is from fetus, from 1 month old elephant, and we go along 3 months, 6 months. These are all fetuses. 8 months. Look at that little face. Oh my goodness. 10 months old.
It's a country that has so much energy and so much life, you know. It feels so, but it's just goodness, potential, hope, admiration kind of thing.